Hey everybody, my name is Kelsey, and if you're into yarn and crochet and you want to see me do things with yarn and crochet, then feel free to subscribe. So come on in and sit down because we have some decisions to make. As you can tell by my past couple of videos and by my background, I have moved and I'm in the final stages of putting everything where it's going to live. But before I can say that I'm done, I do have some WIPs that I carried over from my last apartment to this one, and I got to figure out what to do with them. I have a couple of bags of WIPs and even some projects I hadn't even started yet, because what I did was I had some ideas and then I pulled yarn for those ideas and I also put those in bags. So some of these I have never started to begin with. I just pulled the yarn to work on it. So I'm going to dump all the bags in my bed. We're going to go through all of them and see if we're going to frog it, finish it, or just start it and not start it. Whatever, and that's kind of what we're doing today. Now, there's no guarantee I'm going to work on any of the WIPs in this video because right now I have a couple of time-sensitive projects that I'm working on, and I don't want to take time away from those to work on WIPs that aren't as important. So most likely I'll go through all the bags and things that I have, and we're going to go through that, and then at a later date I'll come back and work on them, whatever it is I decide to do. The ones I decide to frog, I'll frog those in this video because it's not going to take that long. But the ones I'm going to finish, yes, that's probably not going to happen in this video. But at least I'll have a game plan going forward, and I do anticipate putting a good amount of yarn back in my stash so I can use them for something else. So let me go ahead and get this stuff dumped out of my bed, and we're going to go through all the bags and see what we got and make some decisions. Okay, so I lied. I said I was going to go to my bed, but the lighting here is so much better, so we're just gonna get to it. So I have a lot of stuff at my feet. I'm just gonna pick something. We're gonna do this one. Okay, so this, looking at the yarn, I can, actually, I don't know what this is. Oh, wait, I know what this is. Okay, so, is this, yes, okay, so this was actually, I can't remember if I was trying to make this, or if this was a swatch. I don't know. Anyway, so I made this last Christmas. This is actually going to be what I do for my Christmas sweater this year. Hopefully. I don't know if y'all can see this. Probably not. But I used the Star Stitch. I learned it last year at Christmas, and I just think it's gorgeous. It's probably my favorite specialty stitch. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. I ended up decreasing really bad on this side. What? So maybe this was a swatch or something. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I guess I can frog this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this itty bitty little bit of green yarn, but I mean, we don't waste around here. But yes. I guess we're gonna frog that. So let me, don't judge. All right, so another project that I have is this. Okay, so I do remember this. I was gonna make some pants last year. I don't know why they're so big. I don't know why. Maybe I was gonna put an elastic in there. I don't know, but these are really big. Like, I mean, I have no reason to finish them. They're not going to fit, so I don't really know. And I guess I can frog it, but it's going to be a pain in the butt because it's a bunch of stripes. Like I said, we don't waste yarn over here, so I mean, I guess I could frog this. Maybe I can frog this and just keep them tied together, and then it just makes a variegated yarn. Could do that. I think that'd be much better than trying to separate all the colors. And this is attached to something in here. I hope. Oh my gosh. That's what I have scissors for, because I'm not going to untangle anything. So yeah, we're going to frog this too. This, I don't know what this is. Oh, I do know what this is. Okay, this was, wait, no. What is this? Okay, I think this is a hexagon cardigan I was going to make for my mom. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end up frogging this because I made another one. So, and that one's like almost done. So I don't need this one. So, and then luckily the yarn is still pretty well intact. So yeah, I'm gonna frog this one and then I'm going to re-cake this so that it's, you know, solid. So also gonna be a frog. This, I actually know what this is. This is gonna be a shirt. And I think I remember the pattern. There's a hook in here. Hold on. There was a hook in here. And I have this hook. Huh. Well, now I have another one. And they're both Susan Bates, but yeah, this looks different though. Like the way they printed it. It looks different. And they're slightly a different color too. They're still gold, but just one more saturated than the other. That's crazy. I had no idea there was a hook in there. But as far as this project goes, I'm pretty sure I know the tutorial, but I have no idea where I am in it. I don't even know how far I got into it. I don't remember. Or maybe I was freehanding this one, which is also very possible. You know, I kind of like it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to finish this one. Because I have, this is the yarn. This is Big Twist Favorite Cotton in Daylight Blue. Then I have more Big Twist in this black. That, I mean, I bought a ton of these when they were on clearance. I bought a ton of them. So I have more. I have 2 in this bag, plus what's already connected, and I have more. So as long as I strategically put the blue, yeah, you know, I'm gonna finish this. There's no reason not to. So yeah, I'm gonna put my finished ones over here. Okay. This one, oh wait, I think I do know what this is. I think I know what this is. I have a card. Yes, I think I know what this is. Oh. Yep. Okay. So this was actually going to be my original birthday dress this year. This is a pattern by AC Crochets. She did this dress for her birthday. It was so cute. And I think it was for her birthday. And everybody was like, oh, please give us a tutorial. And she did because she's awesome. And so, yeah. All I needed to do was finish the skirt part. And I think it was like a, yeah, I had a lot to do. Like I had many inches to do. So, yeah, okay. I'm gonna finish this one too. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this. And see, I put V-stitch 5.5. Yep. So, gosh, we're gonna finish this one too. No clue what this is. Have some squares. Just some regular double crochet squares. I'm going to assume this was for like a blanket or some kind of patchwork cardigan maybe. What? Why did I connect it with black yarn? What was I doing? I have no idea what this is. So I'm gonna go ahead and frog it because I have a little bit of yarn in here. I can rewind this and put this back in my stash. I'm just gonna go ahead and frog this one because I don't know what's going on. Okay. This one, I actually do know what this is. Okay, so not a really long time ago. It was like a couple months ago, like 2 months ago maybe. I was going to make a baby blanket for somebody, and so I got this yarn. This is Bernat Baby Sport, and this is the color Funny Prints. Very pretty. And I found a really nice pattern on their website that I was going to do it for, and then and then I realized I wasn't going to have this done in time. So I found another blanket that I had previously worked on that was way closer to being finished, and I finished that and then gave that to her. That's what happened. So I have this still. Do I want to finish it? I mean, I do, because the yarn is nice to work with, the pattern is really nice, but it's also a blanket, and we know how I feel about blankets. I'm gonna say frog this because as much as I want to work on this, and it's just so pretty. I love how the colors are coming out. This pattern is really nice. I chose a good hook size, all that good stuff. I also know that for it to be a blanket, it's gotta be pretty long. And here's the whole length of it. That's gonna take me forever. So I'm gonna frog this. And then maybe if I decide to make it into a blanket, I'll do one that's a lot shorter. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna frog this. Okay, so this bag, I don't know what's going on, because this yarn right here doesn't match the project that's in here. Okay, so this, actually I do know what this is. So I saw this on Instagram and I tried to reverse engineer it, and it didn't work. And it wasn't until I got this far that I realized what I did wrong. But I think what I could do is repurpose this. I don't think I have to frog this. I think I can repurpose it into something else and it will be fine. I saw this video today on Instagram. This lady, they did a bunch of granny squares, and then they pulled it, like they did 5, so 1 on the bottom and then 1 on each side, and then they brought them up and made a bag. So I'm thinking I could do something similar with this. Just kind of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, but I know that if I search something to do with one big granny square, I'll find something. So I'm actually going to put this, I guess, in the finished pile and then figure out what I'm going to do with this and then do it. So this is going to be a finish. So I have, oh yeah. Okay, so this was supposed to be a top, but I ended up not getting very far in it because I think the measurements that she gave in the video were going to be like vastly different than what I had to do, because my chest is my chest is bigger than hers by quite a bit, just to be nice about it. And so I was realizing I wasn't gonna have enough yarn, and I think this is the only skein of this color that I have. So I was like, that's not gonna work unless I change colors or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and frog this because this is a really nice cotton. I'm pretty sure this is Lily Sugar and Cream actually. Um, Very nice color, but I'm gonna find something else to do with this. I even have an idea of what I want to do with this, but we're not gonna do it now. But we are gonna frog it though. Okay, yeah. Now I remember what this was. This is supposed to be a pair of shorts, but as you can tell, this is all I've gotten done. But this is also because I don't like. I'm just gonna frog it now. I don't like doing ribbing like this on shorts or skirts. Like, I don't like doing this. For some reason, it just irritates me. So I try to do my like waistbands differently because I just can't. For some reason, doing it this way, it irritates me. So I don't do it. So here we go. Ta-da! It is now frogged. Okay, we're getting through a lot right now. I'm very excited for this. Okay, so here comes these. This is, oh yeah. Okay, so this was a blanket I was gonna make because the plan was I was gonna give them 2 blankets. One made out of just regular acrylic and then one that's made out of a chunkier yarn. This is, I know about this at Joann, but I don't know if it was Big Twist or not. I don't remember. But I think I have 2 skeins of these. I don't know, but I'm not going to finish it because I finished the worsted one a few months ago. I finished that in like May and I gave it to them. So, and these are supposed to be done together. So, see how that worked out. I'm going to frog that one. This one, okay, this is a mesh something. I don't know what I was making. I mean, based on the length, it could have been a blanket. I have no idea what this is. And there's no paper in here. I have no idea what this is. I wonder if I can find something to do with this, because you could do a lot with a mesh. But since I have no earthly idea what this is, I'm gonna frog it. I don't know. This must have been before I started to put the papers in there, because I don't know what that is. Got this one. There is a paper in it. Hook 7 question mark? I must have done this after the fact. I want to say this was a top. Yeah, I want to say this was a top. Okay, I remember. Okay, I was working on this and I remember I started decreasing on accident. I remember that. And I don't know if I frogged it or no. I started increasing on accident. So I don't know. Oh yeah, I see it. This is where I started. What? Why is it? This is where I started. What's going on here? This is, okay, so, all right, so this is the bottom, so this is the top. But then what's going on? I'm so confused. Why isn't this connected? Because I know for a fact it's supposed to be a top. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. It's getting frogged. Next, this, I actually do know what this is. This is a bandana. And I just need to finish it. And look at that. It's basically done. Basically done. So, of course, I'm going to finish it. Okay, so this is kind of along the same lines as the purple. I was going to make a tiered skirt out of this. Where's the others? I'm actually making a tiered skirt right now, which is not over here, but I'm making it out of cotton. And Yes, I don't need to make it out of this. This is Big Twist in the color Cinnamon, which I think is pretty accurate. It's a bit more saturated in person than it is on camera. Oh, it's not even connected. What's going on? Okay, we got some stuff going on over here. Next whip. Okay, this is okay. I was gonna make some kind of top, but I have no idea what it would have been. This cup looks wonky though. What's going on? I'm gonna frog this. I don't know what I was doing. A lot of these whips, I don't even know how old they were. So maybe my crochet skill was spooky back then. I don't know. This one, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Oh, but I do know what this is. This, I think, was my flower crown. Right? Yeah. Because I made a couple of little flowers for a flower crown. I thought I had more than this. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this because I think flower crowns are so pretty. So definitely going to finish this. Okay, so I have some yarn in here. Ooh, and I have a note. Overalls. I was going to do it in the moss stitch. I wonder why. But I had, this doesn't even match. These match though. I mean, if I'm going to do some overalls, I'm not doing it in the moss stitch. So this will go back into my yarn stash. I'm not going to use this yarn for that. I got distracted, so I pulled this out earlier. I think I was going to make a bag with this. Like I was going to double strand a bag. Oh, is this it? What is this? I do like these two colors together, double strand into a bag. So I think I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. I think that would be really cute. Do I have enough yarn for a bag? I mean, you know, bags, they come in all different sizes. I can just do a small one if I feel like I'm not gonna have enough yarn. Coming up on our last bag of whips, which I don't think is full of whips. Okay, so this one, actually I started this in a different video a while ago. I think this is using up my cotton yarn. This was the sun hat that I was working on. And I remember I said I was going to, what, single crochet I think these were? Yeah, until I run out of yarn. And I never did it. So this is gonna be an easy finish. Yeah. Definitely gonna finish this one. Back in my stash, I don't know. Red collar shirt. One skein of yarn? What was I thinking? Maybe in the tutorial that I found, this was going to be enough, but I'm not gonna do that. So back in the stash it goes. Okay, I think I know what this is. I think this was something I was working on last year as well around Christmas when I was like trying to learn new stitches. So I did this, which now I remember why. Yeah, it looks like a strawberry instead of Christmas. But I do like it though. I can repurpose this to something else because I really don't want to frog it. And I have the yarn right here. So I'm gonna find something to do with this. This is gonna be a finish because it's pretty. It is. I think it was a shade of green. I think, yeah, it was just, it's giving strawberry. Before I wrap this up and make sure I don't have any more whips sitting around. Hold on. Okay, so the very last one is this. This is supposed to be a mesh vest. Oh, there's a tutorial that I was gonna follow. Okay. And this is the yarn I was going to use for it. I got this yarn at Daiso. They do sell yarn there if you've ever been to a Daiso. So before I decide on this one, I'm going to look up the tutorial and see what exactly it is. I have it written down. If I still like it, then I'll make it. So I'm going to put this over in the finished pile for now. If I look at that tutorial and I realize I don't like it, then I'm not going to use it. That's it. Those are all my whips. Yeah, I know I need to. I found this. I'm going to assume that I was going to make like a sweater out of this or something. It's based on the measurement and then just the striping on it. I'm going to guess that's what I was going to do with this. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with that, honestly. Then I found this. No clue what this was gonna be. I don't know. And I wove my ends in too. So I was gonna do something with this. I don't know what this is, but I like it and it's pretty and my ends are weaved in, so I'm gonna keep it, but I'll find something for this too. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my whips that I'm keeping somewhere, and then all the ones that I'm not going to keep, I'm going to set up my yarn winder, wind the yarn back up, and we're going to put all this back in my stash. So then I can finally say that my yarn stuff is completely put away. Hey everybody, so it is Friday. Yeah, a lot is going on, but none of it was what I was supposed to do. So I have my basket with my frog whips in here and my yarn winder just fell. Yeah, I didn't frog anything, to be completely honest. Time really got away from me this week. I've been all over the place. Stuff's been going on. Nothing bad, but just stuff's been going on. I lost another nail because I slammed my hand into the wall, which is probably how I lost this first one. Yeah, I'm just all over the place right now. But yes, so I'm going to do a part 2 to this video. It's not going to be next week because, like I mentioned earlier, I have some things that are time sensitive, and the video for next week is one of those. I need to do it next week, or at least have it done, so then I have it in time for what I need it for. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. But yeah, so in the part 2, I'll frog these projects and then I'll work on the whips that I decided to keep, whatever it is I decided to do with them. In the meantime, I'll look up some patterns and stuff like that to see what I can come up with, so then I can go into the video with a plan. That would definitely save me some time. And yeah, I just cross my fingers and hope that maybe I can get through a couple of them, because some of them might take a while. But anyways, enough of that. I gotta get this video up like now, so I'm gonna quit yapping. But I will say thank you for anyone who's watching my videos. I'm very appreciative of that. I'm here every Friday doing crochet shenanigans and tomfoolery, so if that's something that you might be interested in, consider subscribing. I've been really consistent posting every Friday. I'm very proud of myself for that. and I hope to keep it going. And that's it. I'm really going to call the video here. So in the meantime, before I see y'all again, be safe out here, enjoy life, crochet something, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.